Things are heating up in the Swiss Super League. We've got a chance of finishing first in the league today. We must beat Thun and hope that results go our way in the other fixtures for Young Boys and Basel. Can we potentially finish first? Let's see. Roll that title. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 41 of the Liechtenstein Challenge here with Vaduz, and you find us at the schedule page just after the Young Boys game and just before the Super League split into the Championship and the relegation group. I'm just going to quickly show you the results, how the table finished before the split, and then we'll get into the fixtures with regards to how they've been in the Championship group. We'll also show you the youth intake, how we've done in the Liechtenstein Cup, and then we'll get into this massive game against Thun. After the Young Boys game, we had a home tie against Aru, and we thoroughly deserved this 1-0 victory thanks to a goal from Daniel Maxiamano. We've gone back to the 3-4-3 that's worked pretty well this season, and we thoroughly deserved the 3 points. Then it was a 1-1 draw away to Winterthur. We probably didn't deserve this result, but based off the shots and what we had on target, it was a good point to get. Had we won this game, though, I think that would have put us in a good position going into the split, or a better position going into the split, but I'll show you that in a moment. Then it was a comfortable 6-1 victory in the semi-final against Rugel. Goals from Oidendenk, a hat-trick of all things, and Schubert, our young Polish midfielder Tamaz, and Patas, who is one of our youth players, thoroughly deserved this match, and plain and simple, we're through to the final. And then to round it all up, we had a 3-0 victory away from home to St. Gallen. Goals from Gilholm and Oidendenk. We completely outplayed them. We reverted to 4 at the back for this one rather than the 3-4-3, and it worked like a treat. We absolutely destroyed them from the get-go, and they just couldn't get anything in the game to really counter us, and it was a really impressive performance, possibly one of the best of the season along with the Basel results. But yeah, really good. And with that result, that put us second in the league, just behind Young Boys, who were on 67 points. If we won that game against Winterthur, we would have been top going into the league split. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Here's the remaining results in the Championship group. So we haven't done particularly well in this group as much as I hoped. It's probably been a bigger test for us than I would have imagined, but a really disappointing 1-1 draw at home to St. Gallen was the first result. We had a goal from Magnus Gilholm, but De Mariel got a penalty in the 78th minute, and I don't think they deserved this at all. But that's how it is. The keeper for them, Ziggy, played an outstanding game, I must say. Yeah, a disappointing draw to start the Championship group. That was then followed with a 3-0 defeat away from home to Basel, which was really disappointing. And yeah, it's disappointing since we've played them recently and we've done so well against them to go into that Championship group and then sort of capitulate. It was frustrating. But we did follow that up with a 2-1 win at home, thanks to Magnus Gilholm again, against Luzern, one of our bogey teams in the division. Unfortunately, Young Boys got a draw against us in the last game before today's game against Thun. And this is how the league is looking at the moment. So we're on 70 points. We've got Conference League due to the Liechtenstein Cup, which I'll show you in a more. But if we win today and Basel lose and Young Boys draw, we finish first. We won't win the trophy because we're a Liechtenstein team, unless FM have changed it or the Swiss Super League have changed it, but I don't think that's the case. But the main thing is we could finish first in the league. The fact that we're in third position is a remarkable achievement this season. Obviously, it's disappointing that we haven't made it through in Europe, and that's the ultimate goal, is to get through to the Conference League phase, more into the knockout stages. But the fact that we are testing the big boys, and I mean the big boys in terms of Young Boys and Basel, no pun intended there with Young Boys, the fact that we are competing with those this season shows how much we've developed over the season. So yeah, it comes down to this game against Thun. If we win, then it's up to Young Boys and Basel. Basel just need a draw and then hope that Young Boys lose. But if Basel were to win, obviously they would win the league. Young Boys do need to win their game, though. They can't afford a draw because the goal difference is massive. And obviously, we could win, Basel could draw, and Young Boys lose, for example, or draw. But we would have to score. I think it's quite a bit. It's I think it's about 18 goals we'd have to score to catch up. So yeah, it's quite a goal difference swing. So I'm not expecting that, but we'll give it a go. We'll see how we do. Let's get into the Liechtenstein Cup. So in regards to the Liechtenstein Cup, we absolutely dismantled Triesenberg. We played a lot of young players in this team, so the likes of Muller, Simon Beale, Tamaz, scored a lot of goals. Sarni getting a hat-trick, which was nice. Simon Beale as well getting a goal, and Nataro. And as you can see from the stats, we thoroughly deserved it. Kept it at the 4 at the back, so I've changed it around a little bit in this sort of and it's working well with the 4-3-3. Like I said in a couple of videos prior to this, I'm going to be mixing it around with the 4-3-3 and the 3-4-3. But yeah, it's great that we've got another Liechtenstein Cup in the bag. Here is our youth intake for the year of 2032, and as you can see, there seems to be a lot of top talents. Nobody that breaks the barrier in terms of youth intakes, but the one favourite looks like Ronald Freund, I believe that's how you pronounce it, good defender. We've also got Simon Walser as well, who is another defender. John Bock, who is a winger, looks okay, nothing spectacular. It's not like we need wingers at the moment, but nothing to complain about there. Then Altwart, Stefan Altwart, another centre-back. We seem to be getting a lot of centre-backs this year. Then Moritz Backinger, more of an advanced playmaker, I would say. So maybe we might convert this guy into a midfielder. Nico Bakker, who I believe we've already had in some of the Liechtenstein Cup games, but looks all right. Potential of 5 stars, maybe they're 4.5 stars. So really looks like a top quality player in the making if we can develop him right. Then we got Lars Gerber, who's an advanced playmaker, attacking midfielder sort of player. The remaining players, I have signed most of them, but there's nobody in particular that has really stood out for me with the good talents. But I must say, I do really like the look of our top defender, which is Roland Ferrund. And I probably butchered that name, but I'll show you a couple of other players as well. So we've got Lucas Fair, who's another winger. Like I said, we've got plenty of wingers. Mario Andre, another winger. So yeah, we're producing quite a lot. Neibauer looks decent, got a lot of good mental attributes there. Our goalkeeper, Damihan, 6'2", unambitious, but I've signed him anyway because he's a goalkeeper. But yeah, the remaining players, I'm just going to go through them now. Not particularly outstanding. It's a decent intake. I was expecting a little bit better, but for the players that we've got, I'm not overly disappointed by it at all. But yeah, maybe you'll see a couple of these in the future, maybe you won't. And just before we get into this match against Thun, we have announced a new affiliate, St. Paddy's Athletic, or St. Patrick's Athletic. They are in the Republic of Ireland, and we have loaded the league up for next season, but I think this is potential for a good team to loan some of our Liechtenstein players out to. hopefully get them developed and expand our scouting range. That's the reason why we're getting these affiliates, to expand our scouting range. I was looking again at a team from the Netherlands and potentially maybe somebody in one of the Balkan countries, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a team like Austria, but there was nobody that really stood out to me. And St. Paddy's had a decent youth facility rating, so that's one of the reasons why I've gone for them. I'm going to continue getting affiliates in so we can potentially get players to come through the academy, but I'm really pleased with this affiliate. Here we are for one of the biggest, or potentially the biggest game of the series so far. I know we've had big games in Europe, but we've not come close to finishing first in the league. Luzern play Basel, and Young Boys playing St. Gallen. So Basel just need to win, or hope that Young Boys and ourselves get beat, and they can draw. Young Boys need to win, and ourselves need to win, and hope that Young Boys either draw or lose, and Basel lose their game. Um, I'm hoping that something will happen, but you never know. But we're going to try our best to keep an eye on both of these games. Um, Obviously, with the skin that I've got, you can't really see the updates, but I will be doing my best to keep you updated on that. Don't you worry. Let's get into the tactics. This is the team we are going to go with for the game against Thun today. It's going to be Sabotka in goal, Koulibaly, Rego, and Kaminski in defence, Quatra and Ordonez in the wing-back positions, then Johnson and Claudio in midfield, Maximiano, Akurek, and Gilholm up front. There's no major substitutions, I would say. The only exception would probably be Adogu and Sadiki. Goliard and Nataro is injured, and the remaining players, Araj, Weber, and Sani, don't really get in there, unfortunately. I'm going to do the opposition instructions, and we'll get straight into this crucial match against Thun. This is it for the big game against Thun. They haven't had the greatest of records recently, 4 defeats and 1 win. Our record isn't particularly better. We've had 2 draws, 2 wins, and 1 loss. But let's see how it goes. As we can see, yeah, Basel on 72, Young Boys on 71, we are on 70. And let's just see what happens. I'm here for the roller coaster ride, if it may be that. We're going to be kicking off. Claudio plays it to Rego, and then it goes to Quatra from a ball from Johnson. Let's see if we can get something from this. And it doesn't lead to anything. So far, Basel are going to win the league. We need a Luzern goal if we have any chance. And then we also need a draw from St. Gallen, our local rivals. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on the latest scores here. So far, there hasn't been much in terms of... yeah, I'm a bit surprised. There hasn't been much in terms of chances, just looking at the stats. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. Go a bit more direct, run at the defence. See if that does anything at all. Throwing to ourselves, Quatra, Johnson. It's looking for accurate, but it doesn't come in. Ordonez goes on a bit of a run there, and he really should score. Anyway, Maximiano with the corner. Unfortunately, the keeper picks that up really quickly. Interestingly enough, they are playing it out short, so I might keep an eye on that. Nothing has changed in terms of the latest scores. Even if we were to win this match right now, we'd still be coming second behind Basel, because Basel are drawing. They do need a victory, though. They can't rely on a draw, because Young Boys potentially could win their game. So far, though, it's looking pretty plain and simple. I'm going to say I'm not particularly happy with it in that first half. We have got a corner though. Akurek. Maximiano. Almost loses it. Quatra Gilholm. Brilliant header. 17th goal of the season for Gilholm. I really do need to try and sign him permanently. I'm going to do my very best, ladies and gentlemen, to sign that man from Sporting Lisbon. But a great ball in from Quatra, and Gilholm just tucks it in. I think the keeper should really be doing better there for them. Wouldn't you agree? But that now makes it interesting because we'll be on joint points with Basel. Unfortunately, we wouldn't finish first because Basel are drawing, but we would finish second, which is a huge achievement in itself. Hopefully, Luzerne, our bogey team, can do us a favour. We've got another free kick here. Gilholm. Oh, wasn't too far off. Obviously, if Young Boys win or they score a goal in a few minutes, and Basel's just scored. Yeah, Young Boys were to score there, they would have overtook us. But Esposito scored for Basel, so we need 2 goals from Luzerne. It's looking unlikely. I'm going to make some changes now. So I've got some fresh legs on. Claudio's looking a bit nervous, so I'm going to bring Lampert on. I'm also going to bring Oidendeng on. And I think we will bring Garini on. And that's the 3 changes I'll make for now. Doesn't look like, yeah, it's certainly not looking like Luzerne are going to do us a favour. Typical, our bogey team. But we potentially could finish second in the league, which is huge. And personally, if it was me, I'd rather Basel win it at the moment than Young Boys. The less Young Boys win it, the better, in my opinion. No offense to any Young Boy fans that are watching, I just don't like the dominance of the league. Unfortunately, though, Thun are on the attack here, and this is not looking good. Our keeper does collect it, though, which is great. Sabotka, can we do anything from this? Could we make it 2-0? Lampert, Oidendenk, Maximiano, Johnson plays it to Garini. Gilholm, second goal of the match. There's no way he's offside there, surely. Yep, I thought that would be a goal. I was thinking about taking him off as well. Glad I didn't. A bit of a deflected goal there, but Young Boys have scored. Nightmare. I've just noticed that there. Young Boys have scored. We're going to bring Martin Schubert on. And we're also going to bring Simon Beale on as well. Good save from Sabotka. Yeah, Young Boys are winning their game. So if Basel were to screw up for any reason, which I don't think they will, Young Boys would win the league. It's really annoying that Young Boys have scored, but it is what it is. Thun look like they're very capable here, though. They start the season well. They should have got a goal there. Should have got another goal there. We're hanging on here at the moment. I'm going to go cautious a little bit because I would like to secure this win, just in case St. Gallen do the unthinkable and get a draw. Kaminsky with a good header. Been a bargain of a player this season. Alba. Tome. That's been coming. Bradley Fink with a goal. Potentially offside, though. I don't think it was. Oh, it is. Scored a lot of goals, if I'm not mistaken, Bradley Fink for Thun. Okay, maybe not. I don't know why I got that mixed up. Maybe he scored plenty of goals against us, but... Oidendink, Lampert, Gilhorn gets his hat-trick. Yeah, we need to sign this guy in a permanent deal. 19th goal of the season. One of the reasons we've done really well this year. A guy that, yeah, for 625 grand, I think I just need to bite my lip and pay what he wants in terms of a contract. We're going to try our best, though. Oh, St. Gallen are drawn. So we could finish second. Have we finished second? Thanks to a Magnus Gilhorn hat-trick. Yes, we have. That is huge. Okay, we didn't win the league today. Or we didn't come first because we wouldn't win the league, all that jazz. But we've come second in the league. That is remarkable. That's fantastic. I agree with him. We do need to get this guy on a permanent deal. 454k for finishing second in the league. Basel are crowned champions. And let's have a little look at the table. So Jamax and Lugano are going to play in the playoffs. Yeah, we didn't get obviously we didn't get an upgrade with regards to Conference League because we're a Liechtenstein club. Let's have a look at the Challenge League. So Stade Lausanne, Ushi, no surprises there. They won the league. Sion, getting close to Jamax, but really impressive. A promoted team a few years ago, Creans. Also, I believe a team that has one of our old directors of footballing. Getting only 5 points off the playoffs, so I think that's really good for them. Schaffhausen got relegated. And Grasshoppers again can't get out of this division. I don't know what is wrong with Grasshoppers, but that's not our problem. That's the end of season 9 in Vaduz. I can't believe we've made it 41 episodes, and we're going to continue going on stronger. In season 10, you'll probably see us in the Europa Conference League, fingers crossed, if we get through the qualification phases, which I expect we might do that. Disappointing today that we didn't finish first, but I think it's very commendable that we finished second in the league. That's our highest ever finish in the Super League. Maybe next season we can finish first, but as I say, at the end of the day, it's about improving the Liechtenstein national team, and it's about trying to get us better into Europe. Hopefully next season we can get back into that phase of getting into the knockout phase of the Europa Conference League phase, but we'll see. If you have enjoyed the video and the series so far, don't forget to give it a like, and if you are new, please consider giving the channel a subscription. It's greatly appreciated, and I will see you for season 10. Take it easy, stay safe, bye everyone.